And we're recording. Everyone, welcome to Regina's Corner. My name is Regina Marks, and I always say it because it's always true. I have another special guest. I feel so blessed today. I have Anaz. Am I saying that right? Okay, I
Yep.
have to practice saying that. And I'm going to let her introduce herself and how she knows me and our connection. Okay, take it away, Anaz.
Hi, I'm Anas. I'm a third year medical student, and I know Regina through, she's one of the coordinators for the Sims, so I know her through that, and we bonded
Definitely
for
so.
years. Yeah.
Well, everybody, I've asked her to be my special guest because, as you know, I'm always looking for inspiration, someone to tell their story to inspire someone else. And I believe in my heart that she's going to do that. So, Anaz, I want at first you to tell me, tell us the condition you were born with.
So I was born with something called 3M syndrome, and that's like a genetic disorder. And it's actually really rare. It's only like 100 cases worldwide, and it's like a autosomal recessive inheritance. And both me and my brother have it. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's usually there are not many. The only thing with 3M syndrome is that you're really short, and then there's just like facial characteristics and some like skeletal abnormalities.
Okay.
But for us, we didn't have that much issues with the skeletal abnormalities. It's mostly like we're short.
Okay.
But yeah,
How tall are you actually?
4'4", so four
4'4".
feet 4 inches. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay, first, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. So, when you were growing up, what were your challenges when you were growing up?
So challenges, I think, would be more like mental challenges, like just trying to fit in and like not feeling like an outsider and different. Because usually, like when you're like different from people, it's harder to like make friends and like feel normal. But those were like the majority of the challenges, and
Yes.
I think it was more like especially how people perceive you, like
Yes.
with adults who, as you're growing up, like when you're 15 or 16, when you have that like more older mindset and people still perceive you as like 8 or 9, that like makes you even like feel worse and sad. So like those were like the mental challenges that I had. But in terms of like any like surgeries or anything like that, we didn't have to like go through much at all.
Okay.
I think recently both me and my brother had knee surgery, and the doctor said it could be due to our genetics,
Okay.
and our like cartilage bone like broke off. Um,
Okay.
so that was like the only surgery we've had so far, and
Why did you have to have that? What is that because of you not growing?
I think it was just like maybe like the bones were weaker around the knee, and
Okay.
that like caused one of the cartilage bone to broke off, and that like caused like a hole, and so we had to refill the hole.
Okay.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah. Now you helped me with something, and I know that it will help someone else because I didn't know. What is the difference between the language, and if I'm saying this right, if I'm not, please correct me, when someone says dwarf or midget, but you don't fit in either category. Is that correct or no?
Actually, I'm not completely sure for midget, because I know like people have called me midget, um, and I guess like people would see me as dwarf too, but I don't know if it's like if there's like a definition of if it would be called that.
Right. Or dwarfism
But
or
yeah, dwarfism.
yeah.
Because like in like the medical charts too, it would still say dwarfism. So I guess
Okay.
like yeah, I guess you would still like um label it like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Um,
But actually it has the medical name. Tell us that medical term again.
3M syndrome. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like I think discovered by three people that started with M's. The name started
Okay.
with M's.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I just wanted to let the YouTube audience know she is like that all the time, just full of joy. And so she allowed me to give her a nickname. So I call her Big Heart because her heart is so large. She cares about people so much. And I'm just happy to be surrounded by a lot of people like that. And so she's definitely one of them as well. So there was something else that I wanted to ask you. So when, when people would say things that will hurt you, how did you get past that? Because I don't see you like that. I mean, you're always smiling. You're gun-ho to become a doctor. You're third year. So, and if people don't know, that's not easy to get to the third year, And so I guess I've asked you two things. How did you handle when people said negativity, gave you out this negativity? How did you get through that? Where you are today, where you are right now? Because I mean, you have so much, and I don't know, what is the word I want to say? You're just, know who you are, and you're not ashamed of who you are. You walk with, I see you talking to people that's yay tall, and I just, and I'm thinking you're just talking and you're right in that crowd. So give us, if you don't mind, share a scenario that you really had to get through it to say, who I am is okay.
I think like in terms of like having that mindset of like getting through it, like when people like would call me names, or like growing up like feeling like an outcast, it was more like one, like your mindset of not letting it like get to you, and like the values that you can bring, and what like in my mind is like what I'm capable of, and what like I would lean towards. Like I would lean towards my family and God, and like I think more academics, because that's something that I had control over. So it was like, as long as I do well, as long as I can work hard and get those grades, then things will work out, hopefully. So in my mind, it's like I can't control everything, but I can control this. And so as long as I can do that, it will be fine. But
what you're telling me is that you can't control what people think of you, but you can control what you think of yourself.
Yeah. So that was my like kind of like my like mentality. Like there were days that I was sad, and there were days like I'm like praying like, why can't I be taller, or like be normal and fit in? But I think at the same time, those being short made me more empathetic and more like persistent and more determined, and like more like I need to prove myself and others like I can do it, and just as capable. Yeah.
You are doing it. Wow. Now I meant to ask you, and did your mom, was there a test ran to know that, did your mom know when she was carrying you?
So we didn't actually find out that I had 3N syndrome until like 4 years ago. So like all these years, like no one really knew why I was short. And because both our family members, like from both sides, they were normal height. So it was like very like confusing. And we would go to like a genetic doctor every 6 months or so, just to like check our heights and weights, and like figure out, like run blood tests and stuff.
Right.
So we found out like 4 years ago what the condition was called. But like when my mom was like we were in her stomach, she knew that because I'm actually a twin, so she knew. Yeah.
Your brother.
Not my brother, but my sister. I have a sister.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep, I'm a twin. But she's normal, so she's normal height. Like she's
wow, okay.
Yeah. So it was like when the doctor like did like a ultrasound, like she or he said that one of the twins will be shorter.
Okay.
Would have like a bigger stomach and a bigger head and small limbs and stuff. So my mom was kind of scared, because like she didn't know what to expect, and like the doctors were kind of like scared. Right. Yeah. Yeah, so it was like very uncertain. And then when I was born, and when both of us were born, and we were growing up, it was more like, I think her uncertainties were like more like went away, because of like I was like normal in terms of like everything else. I was just short, but everything else seemed normal and seemed fine. But I think initially she was very afraid and didn't know
Yeah,
like what to expect
right.
at all.
Absolutely. Or
Yeah,
what you may suffer, what you may go
yeah,
through. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow, so I didn't know that. So I didn't know you were a twin.
yeah. Yep, I was a twin, or I am a twin.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
And I think that was like a part of like I think having a twin, like you have that built-in best friend. So in my mind it was like it doesn't even matter like if don't have anyone else, I have my twin and I have my best friend
Oh,
already, so I don't like.
yeah.
So I think that was one of like having my family was like the biggest
That's
support
awesome.
system.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Well, you definitely walk tall. I get to see you all the time. Definitely walk tall. Now, what area? I know we've talked about this, but I also want people to know the area that you plan on practicing in as a physician.
um like area in terms of like specialty.
Yes.
I want to hopefully go into psychiatry. I feel like it's not as emphasized as much or like seen as important, but I feel like if you have a good mindset and if you have a healthy mind, you can like conquer so much and like move on so much like further. So yeah, that's where I want to be. And I feel like not a lot of people are compassionate or empathetic in terms of that, or
Absolutely.
don't have like patience
Right.
To connect with people and like
Right.
understand what's going on in their minds.
That's absolutely right. And they label
Yeah,
people, a lot of people are labeled when they just need help,
yeah,
and
yeah,
even if they're somewhere, they need to just
yeah,
be understood.
yeah.
Yeah,
Validated and understood. And yeah.
absolutely. Well, you're going to be excellent in that field.
Oh,
Is there, you will be,
yeah, I'm
know what
hoping.
it's like. And I always say that to you guys, that I just always say something positive. I love your humility and thank you for being an example for me. I'm always blessed by other people and what they are exhibiting to the world and that it's real. And so you're authentic. And I just love that.
Oh,
Um,
thank you. That's sweet.
thank you. Thank you. And you're very humble. So I have a lot to learn from you. Thank you so much. There's something else. There was one more question that I had for you. If someone was, I know there are people who will be listening to this video. What can you say to someone who's struggling about who they are?
I would say like just I think for me like personally like my faith was like my like it gave me my center and gave me my like inner peace and like inner like richness that I felt that that's where like I was able to like move forward and then like lean on people that support you and like believe in you and like are like encouraging you to move forward and they don't see you as like something that you can't do, like have your like back all the time.
Yeah.
And then and just honestly just like have like a clean heart, a good heart, and everything will fall into place and everything will come together because you have like you have a good heart where like I don't think anything else would like make it. I don't know if like anything else will like make it work, or like I don't know if I'm like explaining this right, but
No, you're doing a good job. I'll get right underneath you. If your heart is full of negativity because of what people have done, you need
yeah,
to forgive so you can have a clean heart so that you can be able to move forward.
yep,
I get
yep.
it because those things can hold you back.
Yes.
I was just listening to one of our ministers do a class, and his name is Reverend Gleason, and he was talking about when you feel hopeless, when you feel
Yeah,
hopelessness, and then everything else kind of falls apart. You can't trust, you can't be centered in what you want to do. So you have to be clean. I
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
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 because
yeah,
it'll hold you back, and it will allow you to just engulf yourself and be surrounded by the negativity,
yeah,
and it just takes you down. But knowing who you are, knowing that God loves you and he made you the way he made you and accepting that, it will help you to be able to move on. Other things that you may need to change or think about. So I get it when you said a clean heart.
Yeah.
Allowing God to clean our hearts and our minds so that we can be able to be everything. So you're going to be terrific. And we need more people like you in the world, that when somebody does come because they have something going on, that you won't judge them, that you'll be able to hear them. I mean every word I say. I love all of you guys. I love all the students. And I always say I'm getting older. And so we need some good doctors. And therefore, I know if I got something going on, I can just come to you and talk to you.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you so much for being on Regina's Corner.
No problem. Thanks
I
for
found out more about you. So,
thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. I love it. I'm telling you, she always laughs like this all the time. She's just always so full of joy. Thank you so much. And thank you for iterating that how much we need God in every step of the way. So thank you again. And everybody, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to Regina's Corner and hit the bell, hit like, and leave comments that edify and that are good comments and that are supportive comments. We love to read your comments, and just know that you can do anything. You can accomplish anything, and it doesn't even matter. All right. Thank you, YouTube. See you later on Regina's Corner. Bye-bye.